Here we are on the Millennium Bridge. We've left behind the City of London, left behind St. Paul's Cathedral. Over there, as we make our way over the Millennium Bridge, you can look down and you can see Tower Bridge. And then over on the other side of the bridge, you can see Tate Modern. And you might want to stop off there and have a look at the exhibits, although that is a bit too modern for our purposes because we're going even further back in time on a journey into Shakespeare's London.
When he came to London, he was without money and friends, and being a stranger, knew not whom to apply nor by what means to support himself, and was taken notice of for his diligence and skill in it. Some of the actors, accidentally conversing with him, found him so acute, they recommended him to the house in which he was first admitted at a very low station. But he did not long remain so, for he soon distinguished himself, if not as an extraordinary actor, at least as a fine writer.
It was to this area that Shakespeare came at some stage between 1588 and 1592, and here he started writing for the numerous play-acting companies that performed in the theatres here on Bankside. And this was a very thriving area. It was a busy port, and Londoners loved the theatre, and they would cross over the river in their thousands to make their way to theatres such as the Swan, the Rose, and most importantly, from a Shakespearean point of view, the Globe Playhouse. And its site was just around this corner here.
Have not saints lips, and holy palms too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take.
Well, the theatres are now remembered simply by the street names. For example, we have Bear Gardens here, where the bear baiting dens were. A very gruesome sport whereby they'd tether a bear to a post and then they'd set dogs onto the bear. Gentlemen would bet on how many dogs would be killed before the bear was overcome. A little further down here, we've got another of the old alleyways of the area, and this is called Rose Alley, and this is where Philip Henslow's Rose Theatre was located. And now, a little further down, just on the right-hand side, a stone's throw from the site of the Rose, is the site of the Old Globe, and this is commemorated by slightly more than a street name. Let's go and look at its exhibition. So we're descending the steps of Southwark Bridge and turning left onto Park Street, Bankside, and on the other side of the road once stood a true literary and theatrical landmark, because over here, from 1598 to 1613, stood the Globe Playhouse of William Shakespeare. And indeed, all that remembers him now is this plaque on the wall, giving you a nice view of what the area was like. But if only this ground could speak, we might be able to hear the words of Shakespeare spoken from his own lips. The Globe stood here until 1613, when it burnt down during the performance of King Henry VIII. A cannon was meant to fire as a special effect, but it misfired, lodged in the thatch, and within 2 hours, Shakespeare's Globe was no more. Like the Globe, our journey through Shakespeare's London comes to an end on this spot here. But there's more of Shakespeare's London for you to visit, so dial 0898 474743 and we shall send you the transcript for the rest of the Shakespeare Walk. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day in London, and as Shakespeare might say, I will now exit stage left.